Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Danny. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my camera there. Welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related, and consciousness is our canvas. Welcome back to the channel, guys. You already know the score by now. I'm out and about again with my two favourite compadres. Paddy's just gone in there for a drink. There's Paddy. And there's the lovely Willow. Willow, come here. Yeah, they're out on sniff today. Paddy's just down there having a drink. But yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. Absolutely fantastic to have you all back on another walk, wander and talk with me. Yeah, so welcome to all the new subscribers. I think we're on about 216 now, which is absolutely fantastic, guys. You know, to all the new subscribers, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do so. But yeah, so I think we're just gonna have a bit of a wander down here. But I did a video on TikTok the other day, guys, and for all you people who are not on TikTok, in fact I might do a little bit of a video on it now. And look at the state of this, look. Oh Lord, look at all this here. Look at state. Do you know what? It's a bloody pet hate of mine, that. I'm gonna have to clean all that up, and I'm gonna have to put it all in a bag of something. Listen, I can't be having that. It's bloody kids, isn't it? Right, let's get it all put away. Come on. Right, bloody mess. Put it all in here, and then we can put it to one side. What rubbish as well. Look at it. You know what I mean? The pet hate of mine, this guy. What bloody Burger King wrappers, isn't that? McDonald's. I don't know. Never mind. And then dirty towels. You think they'd take them home, wouldn't you? Well, let's get them put in there and right up there. Put in here. That one up. Oh, there's three of them. I'm wasting towels here. 1 minute. One. I'm just going to leave these to the side. Put them over there, and then if, you know. Right, yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's a pet hate of mine, that. I absolutely hate it. It's like whenever I go to the Lake District or anywhere like that, and I see like barbecues or there's people leaving the rubbish about. I mean, like, look at the state of it down here. Bloody disgusting. Oh, crisp packets and honestly, yeah, it ain't good. But anyway, we're gonna have a bit of a sit down, and we'll have a chat. Sorry about that, guys, but it's just a state now. Like, I think, do you know what it is, right? I think what a lot of it is now is a lot of people, they're giving up. You know, they've got that and I understand kids, but like, you know, I always remember like and look back to, you know, when I was a kid, and I think to myself, you know, we you know, we got up to stuff, didn't we? But like, I think now with this generation that we have now, there's just a complete disregard for like respect, or, you know, they just feel as though there's no consequences. Was like, I always remember growing up, we respected our elders, you know, and we had fear. We had a little bit of fear because if we stepped out of line or anything like that, we got dealt with, didn't we? You know, we got a good hiding clip right here, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, and I think a lot of it now is a lot of it's mind control as well, guys, because you've got to look at it even in the schooling system, right? You know, I remember if you stepped out of line, you got a book right back of your head, or, you know, you actually had a little bit of fear. But if you look into like society now, even like if you look towards like the police and stuff like that, everything, we sort of like live in a red tape society, don't we, where like, I don't know, like everything's just you know, you've got to sign a piece of paper on top of a piece of paper, wear an Ivy vest, just to go and have a fart these days. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's like, even like looking at the police and stuff like that, I always remember, you know, now, like, I know we're going from one thing to another here, but I'm trying to sort of like to speak about everything as a collective, and there's just a complete lack of respect now, and it's kind of like in a way where even like so with the police and stuff like that now, they're sort of like, there's just no respect. It's a bit like with the teachers, everything institution wise, there's just a total lack of respect and disregard for anything. Like even like the young kids now, they don't, you know, they don't fear anything, because they've not been given anything to fear. They've never had an experience where they've, you know, where they've stepped out of line and then they've been dealt with, or they've had, you know, because like if anything like that happens now, it's all over the news, and then the person that does that gets in trouble. But I look back to days like when my dad used to tell me when he was at school, he used to get the cane and he'd get the belt buckle, and you know, there was genuine fear there. But I think through that fear, you got taught, you learned respect, didn't you? Because it was like, you know, it taught you something. It basically made you realise that there's consequences now. Is like this generation now, they don't know what consequences are, because they just think, oh, well, I can just do what I want and nothing will happen. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same with like the police and stuff. Like, not many people respect the police because they've sort of like been indoctrinated and trained in a way where everything's red tape. Whereas I remember as a kid, you just get gripped and you get thrown into the back of the van, wouldn't you? Or you know, there won't be like none of this, you know, I'm turning my camera on, and you know, I don't know. I think we've kind of like got a little bit lost in that sense, haven't we? Where there's no more respect. But anyway, yeah. But I don't even know. I just sort of like started going on about that then, guys. But I feel as though it's important and it's interesting just to make you realise that, you know, we say society's changed, but we are society. But is it changing for the better? You know, it's just something to think about. But anyway, yeah, I did a video the other day, and it was on this stuff here, believe it or not. It's called Himalayan balsam. So let me get flower of this. Yeah, and this stuff here, guys, can you see it? Where are we in? Yeah, we've got light there. Yeah, look, it's edible, believe it or not. It's an invasive species, Himalayan balsam, but it has a lot of nutrients in it, and all of the plant, like all that plant there, the stalks and the seeds as well, look. So they're edible. I've got a video on my TikTok, go and check it out. But we'll leave that bag there, guys, because I don't know if anyone's going to come back for it. Right, Paddy, come on, we're going this way. But yeah, Himalayan balsam, it's got a lot of nutrients in it, believe it or not. And the seeds as well, you'll notice, because they've got the popping seeds, you know, like when you touch them and they pop, don't they, and lots of seeds sprout. But obviously that causes them to grow back the following year. But they are an invasive species, and they are a little bit of a pest as well, because they kill everything inside. Like if you look over here, look, literally all of that is Himalayan balsam. But prior to that, we did have like nettles, blackberry bushes and stuff like that. So they do, in the summertime, they do overgrow, and they basically just kill everything in its path. But there's one fella who comes down here, he works on the park. Well, I say work, he's a volunteer, and he clears it down, he cuts a lot of it down because it just grows like wildfire. But it is edible, and it is actually got a lot of nutritional value as well. So yeah, just a few things for you to think about there, guys, you know, a little bit of information. We're having a bit of a random one today, aren't we? Where we're just, I do this sometimes. I think I've got ADHD or something, I don't know, I must have, because I go from one thing to another. Attention spans. But what I think, why I think I do have that is because I always used to, if it was something that didn't really appeal to me, or I didn't really find it very interesting, I'd just like completely ignore it. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I'd, you know, I just wouldn't pay any attention to it. And I always used to get set, like people used to say, oh, you're not paying attention, or you're daydreaming, or you're this. But that actually is a form of ADHD. But where it can be your superpower, and they say a lot of people who suffer from this, they become like really good entrepreneurs and stuff like that, because once you do find your one set niche that you are interested in, that becomes your superpower, because you become like obsessed with it, you know. Like me with this channel and a few other things that I've got going on in my private life at the moment. But yeah, I'm just sat by the water here now, guys. It's nice and peaceful down here. Connecting with nature, doing my daily grounding. It's very important that, you know, it is very important just to get out in nature, and especially sitting in next to trees as well. If you check out some of my other previous videos, you know, this is how we recharge our bodies. We recharge it through nature, walking barefoot, or touching trees like that. So yeah, but do you know what, guys? We're going on for what, nearly 12 minutes now. I think we're going to leave it at that. But thank you to everyone who was like, commented and subscribed. Don't forget, all the links are down in my socials below. But for me, Paddy and Willow, I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.